Welcome back to On Football. Today's video review is on a brand new product that is a must-have for your football season, especially if you wear a visor. Now, this is VisorGuard. They just released this year, and it's a protector for your visor. Now, I did an unboxing on this, and I talked about what was in the package and a little bit about the VisorGuard material, the technology, and then I told you guys about this video where I was going to test it out. So I'm still going to tell you guys what comes in the box and the technology for those of you who haven't seen it. I'm going to show you how to install it on a visor, and then I'm going to show you the benefits of using one of these on your visor. Now, the first thing is, what is VisorGuard? Now, VisorGuard is a protector for your visor. If you think about a cell phone, as my friend Tony from Lyman Football put it, it is a cover for your visor, right? We all protect the screens on our phone. Now think about, we have visors, we use them in football, if they get scratched up, wouldn't it be perfect if there was a film that you could put over it that's totally clear and protects your visor that you could replace if you need to replace it? The film, instead of replacing the visor, that is what VisorGuard is. So now let's talk about what actually comes in the box. If you buy one of these VisorGuards, again, I'm going to include a link in the bottom of this video description of where you can buy it online. They're only 20 bucks, and when you think about a visor, you're spending $45 or $50. Oakley, UA, Shock, Nike, all those visors, they all make specific film custom made for those visors. So this one is the Nike film. That's the visor that I have. If you guys saw the unboxing, you know that I have a Nike visor to test out. Now it comes with that VisorGuard. It comes with a squeegee for you to apply it, and it comes with the application spray. Now you can see it comes with a lot of spray in this bottle. I only used maybe a third of it. When you install this, and I'm going to show you guys how to install this, but before I show you that, I want you to know when you install this and you use this spray, use a lot of this spray. Don't be afraid to use the whole bottle. You won't, because there's so much in here, but use a lot of the spray. And the reason is it'll make it much easier to place. It'll get out all the bubbles in the visor. Let's take a look about how you put this VisorGuard on your visor. I'm going to show you guys how to install the VisorGuard on a visor, and here's everything that you're going to need. So you're first going to have your own visor. Now, a visor does not come in the VisorGuard kit. This is something that you're going to have to order separately. I have a Nike visor to show you guys how to install it. You're going to need the VisorGuard itself. Now, this is a specific application that was cut for the Nike visor. They make them, as I said before, for all different types of visors. You have to order specifically which visor you have. You're going to need the squeegee that comes in the VisorGuard kit. You're going to need the application spray that also comes in the VisorGuard kit. And there's three things that do not come in the VisorGuard kit that you're going to need. The first is going to be a paper towel. Second is going to be rubbing alcohol. This is isopropyl alcohol you can get at any Walgreens, any CVS, pretty much any drug store in your area. And then you're going to need a cotton pad or something to put the alcohol on the visor. I'm going to show you how to do that. To begin, you're going to take the alcohol, put it on your cotton pad, and this is going to clean the visor and clean any grease off of the visor. Now, there shouldn't be any grease in here because it's brand new, but if you have a visor and you took it out of the package and got dirty, or there is some grease, you're going to want to clean the visor just to clean any type of impurity that's on there. So now I've cleaned the visor with the alcohol. You can discard the cotton pad. Now I'm going to take the paper towel. I'm actually going to wipe down the alcohol. Now, alcohol is super quick drying, so you might not even have to wipe it, but I do like to wipe it down. Gets rid of any of the cotton that may have stuck to it. Also, if you use the paper towel, you might not have anything stick to it. So now it's completely clean. Clean all of the visor with the alcohol. You can see it's still very, very clean, almost just like it came out of the box. Now, the next thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to want to peel this and spray at the same time. So here's how that looks. First off, make sure you have the visor lined up the right way. This is the way that it's going to go on the Nike visor. So I'm going to uncap this, and as I peel, I'm going to want to spray, and you're going to want to spray a lot. So don't be afraid of how much you spray. You want to soak it as you're peeling it. Again, don't be afraid of how much you spray. That's why I have the towel down here. Spray. Now you also want to spray the visor itself. This is going to allow you to move the visor around without it sticking to anything. So now you match it up on there. And what you'll notice is you can move it around. So you can slide it up, down, around. You can actually slide it, but you want it in there, and then you want to take the squeegee once you have it set, and you want to start from the center, squeeze out all the bubbles. So here I'm starting from the center, squeezing out all the bubbles to the side. I'm holding it down with my left hand, squeezing out the bubbles and all the extra moisture to the bottom of the visor. Pretty simple. The key is you want to get a lot of liquid from the application spray onto the visor. Flip this over and do the other side, because if you're right-handed, it's easier to keep going with your right hand, and you want to squeeze out all of the liquid. Now you can almost lift it up. You can take a look. You can see if there's any still bubbles or streaks. I'm going to squeeze this one out one more time here. And now it actually takes 24 hours to cure. So you can't do this right before your game. You got to do this 24 hours beforehand. Now that that is done, I'm going to leave it just like this, and I'm going to let it sit for 24 hours. Now, obviously, I just didn't record this right now because it does take 24 hours for the VisorGuard to fully cure and apply to the visor. Just like a cell phone, those take about 24 hours. I would even say leave it for a little bit longer, 2 days if you have that time to, but it should dry depending on the weather and how warm your house is. Should dry in a full day. Now here it is, 2 days later, after the VisorGuard has fully cured on there. It is on the Nike visor. You can't even see it. Now this is a clear Nike visor. You can't even see the film. Now you can see totally through it, and trust me, the VisorGuard is there. I'm gonna look if you can see it, the edge right there. You can see here. I even try to pull it so you guys can see that it's on there. All right, you see how I just pulled it? Okay, so it's fully on. And now, even though I pulled it, you can actually just heat this up and pull it back. So that's how easy it is to remove if you wanted to remove it and install another one. Now what you guys really want to know is how good is it at protecting your visor. If you have a screen protector, if you use one of those films, like you go to the mall, they sell you those films, and you use it on your phone, you know just how good these work. That is how good this works. Now, I've tested it with different objects trying to scratch the visor, and you have to go pretty hard even on an Oakley visor. But when you think about the forces in a football game, I mean, take a look at this. This one I used for just a couple games. Now everything that you see in the middle right there, you can see it's not clear. That's actually from me testing it against the VisorGuard. But when you look at the darker scratches, that is before. So a lot of the scratches came from just a couple games. So you think about how many times you have to replace this in a season, or you just play blurry, or for those of you who just don't wear a visor because you can't see, VisorGuard is for you. Now the VisorGuard, you can see that I use the same objects to try to scratch up this visor, and you can see that there are no scratches whatsoever. So it does really good at protecting. It's not going to 100% protect scratches. If you take a knife and you cut it, it's going to cut. But it is going to make it a lot harder to scratch, and the best thing about it, like I said before, is you can just peel it off and replace. So if you buy a couple in a season or at the end of the year, it's a lot cheaper to do that than buying a new visor, and you get that full protection. Now the video that I showed you installation is on a Nike visor. That is pretty much going to be the same process for every visor out there except for Oakley. Oakley has a different shape. And my guy Tony over at Lineman Football, a lot of you guys follow him. Definitely check out his if you have an Oakley visor. He shows an installation video on how to put it on an Oakley, as well as gives his thoughts on the VisorGuard on Oakley. But what I really want to know is, which one of you guys is going to get this for your season, either this year or next year. Which one of you thinks that this is a must-have like I do for your list? Definitely let me know in the comment section below. I want to know if you guys are going to get this. Now, if you like this video, definitely give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.